Everyone, it's Dagny here. Alright, I'm in a spot I used to play in before I moved. There's a legend about some, well, superfish here. It doesn't look too much, it just looks like a little river, but apparently there's a point in this river that's so deep it can hold a dinosaur-type fish. I don't think so. That's why we're here today. Alright. Now, before I continue, we are doing a contest. I'm going to put my email in the description below. In the contest, you have to answer one question. You have to tell me a movie fact about Harry Potter in the original movie, the very first movie. One movie fact that is hard to notice. And if you can point out one thing in that movie, I will send you your prize. It is my first merchandise, a sign made by me, both made by me, and I will send you the first story I wrote. Alright. Here goes nothing. As of right now, I'm on top of a tree. Hanging over water. This ought to be a fun day. Alright, the first story I wanted to tell you was the Rakesman. So, alright. Well, there's a house around where I used to live. It's where my grandma used to live. And there's always this weird lady who used to live in it. So I told my brother a story one day. In this story, I don't know if you guys know it, but it's the disease. It's a disease where someone grows rapidly. The Rakesman had this disease, except it didn't click in like anybody else. He grew within seconds. He would grow faster than anyone else and taller than anyone else. He wanted to confess his love to the woman that lived there. Well, the woman being suspicious. The woman's not only suspicious, but she's careful. So, she hears a weird knocking on her door. She carries a shotgun there, and when she opens it, she sees this grotesque creature. Well, the creature is the Rakesman. The Rakesman is, standing there ready to confess his love. She shoots him 5 times with her shotgun. And the shotgun, kills him. For about a month, the woman hears scratching. Like, you know the sound of a rake against concrete? That's what she hears outside of her house. And one of her favorite trees starts going dead. So she pays someone to remove it. Well, every time it gets removed, that same night the tree reappears. And this goes on for about a year now. Then she starts hearing the rake sound getting closer to her door. And then scratching on her door. And scratching for about a month. Well, this month goes by, and she thinks there's animals. So she gets an exterminator, nothing found. The next night, they're scratching in her hall. And, with all the scratching that was going on, she picks up her gun and goes to check it out. But she doesn't exactly find what she was hoping to. When she goes to check out the hall, she sees a note carved into her wall saying the Rakesman is here. It's an old form of landscaper, I think. It's specifically meant to raking up your leaves during fall. But she gets freaked out and goes to call the police, but her line is dead. Seeing someone had cut it, she's sitting in her room, carefully with her gun, until it gets swiped to the side. Cliché. Well, she starts freaking out because she hears a scratching in the hall again. The door comes flying open and the undead Rakesman is crawling into the room. The Rakesman begins to dash and slash everything in sight, leaving her just a pile of blood and mush. Believe me, was not pretty. The police couldn't find anything but the Rakesman sign, and legends started going around about a Rakesman. So many weird stories about some mass killer who'd kill you with razor-sharp rakes. But every time some woman committed a murder to the person that they loved, the Rakesman would pay them a visit. He's like the equivalent to getting cursed. You never survive. The Rakesman always pays you a visit, and he'll do that for the next 500 centuries. Well, that's the Rakesman. Now, if you want to win the shirt, the board, and the story, answer the question. Either answer me a part of Harry Potter that was hidden that very little people noticed, or you can take a guess, and you can tell me what my favorite superhero is. If you manage to guess my favorite superhero, then you win. This is Diagony Horror, and I'll see you next time.